This was on I think it was Stars or something. It was on the TV here. It's part of my cable package thing or whatever. I was watching this and boy, like it's an older movie, okay? Like it says 2013. I think I had tried to watch it like a long time ago and I just ended up turning it off. Well, anyways, I finished the whole thing this time and man, this movie is just, and Keanu Reeves directed this thing. That's the most confusing part. So, Keanu Reeves plays this guy that's running this underground fight ring thing for these rich people. So he sees this guy, the main guy on here, this guy who's like a nobody, and I really don't understand why Keanu didn't play the main role. That's what I'm most confused about. Like, I don't understand. Like, he should have played the main role and had this guy be like Jet Li, the guy that Keanu was playing, should have been like Jet Li or something. That would have been 1,000 times better. But it is what it is. So for some reason, we got this unknown guy that can't act for shit, and he's supposed to compete with Keanu's acting. And for the majority of the movie, Keanu just sits on a couch staring at screens, looking like he has to take a shit. And other than that, he stabs this one guy. And besides that, that's all he does. He just sits on a couch looking like he has to take a shit. And then we have the Hong Kong police that are trying to like bust Keanu the whole time for this ring thing and all this. And then this main guy helps them to do it. So, anyways, I mean, there's good fight scenes in it. There's decent fighting, but Keanu is just so off-putting in this movie, man. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, it's just very off-putting. And the whole time you're just thinking, like, why is he the villain on this? Like, it's just so weird. Like, I don't know. Well, anyways, at the end, so the main guy refuses to fight anymore because he doesn't want to kill people, and Keanu keeps telling him, "You have to kill people so the rich people get off or whatever." He's like, "No, I'm not going to kill people anymore." And then Keanu gets pissed off, and then the guy from the raid shows up, which made me laugh even more. I'm like, what is the guy from the raid doing on here? So he shows up and he's trying to fight this guy, and Keanu's like, if you don't kill him, your family and everybody you know is dead, including you, and all this. So the guy's trying desperately to kill this guy, but this guy won't fight him. He just keeps like avoiding him and blocking him. And then Keanu Reeves gets pissed off because the rich people are getting mad. So he comes out there and he's like, okay, you want to fight me? Fight me. Then the guy takes a swing at Keanu and he backs up and just does this massive kick on the guy. And he flies like, dude, it was ridiculous. He literally flies back like a couple of feet and lands on his back. And then the Hong Kong police come. Oh, I got to back up a minute. So Keanu is explaining to the guy, because the guy is, because Keanu says, why won't you fight him? And why won't you do this and everything? And he goes, because I don't want to kill people and all this. And he's like, Keanu's explaining to the guy that we're not doing this. It's not about you fighting the people. It's about you killing them, because the rich people get off on taking a good person and making them do evil things and all this. And then the guy's like pissed off and confused, and he's like, why would you do that? Like, what's wrong with you and all this? And then Keanu's like, don't you get it? They're getting off on this. It's what they're paying for. They don't even care about the fighting. It's just that the excitement of turning a good person bad and all this. And I'm like, let me get this straight. So you have this huge international fight ring thing, and your whole point is not the people fighting and having this contest or any of this. Your whole point is that uh, getting rich people to get off to good people going bad. And it's just like the stupid man. It was just so bad. Like, it was just stupid. So then the police show up, and then get this, Keanu magically gets away, and he literally, they show this island in Hong Kong or whatever, and he's literally just swimming for miles, and he just escapes. And you see all of these helicopters and all this stuff raiding this island, and he's literally just swimming. Man, that was fucking stupid. That was not believable at all. That was such bullshit. That was so stupid, man. I don't know, man. It's just so. Anyways, at the end, the main guy goes back to his temple or whatever, and then Keanu shows up. He's like, "You ruined everything, and you owe me a life, and all this." So they start fighting, and this guy literally he can barely get a punch in on Keanu or anything, man. I mean, Keanu is just, he just overpowers the fuck out of this guy so horrifically at the end. And he's just toying with him basically. And then on top of that, he decides to pull out a knife and stab the guy. And he fucking stabs the guy, man, and I'm like, "Wow. You overpowered this guy to the point where you're just toying with him. You realize he can't do shit to you, and your response is, well, I'm gonna stab this guy because I'm getting bored or something. Okay, whatever." So then the guy does this bullshit make-believe move that does not exist. Okay, there's no this, it's just total fiction bullshit what he did. So he does this air blast thing with his hands. And Keanu gets hit with this air blast thing from him and falls down and has a heart attack. And it's the stupidest, man. It was just so unbelievable, that whole thing. But it would have been way better if the guy did a 1-inch punch on Keanu. That would have been more believable. He should have just put the guide and got the 1-inch punch off on him and finished the guy. Like, that's what he should have done, because he couldn't get fuck all hits on him, man. I mean, it was like Bruce Lee fighting a white belt. It was just insane. Like, why they made Keanu like that in the movie? Like, well, he directed the thing. I don't know. Maybe he wanted to be that way. I don't know. But it was fucking stupid. And the guy, that move does not exist. That guy would have literally bled out from being stabbed from Keanu and beat to death. The guy had no chance against Keanu. It's very strange. Like, I don't understand why Keanu didn't enter his own contest or anything. It made like zero sense at all. And I'm just like, what are you doing with this? Oh, the rich people have to get off on this. It's like, I don't know. 6 out of 10. I don't know about that, man. For me, I would say 2.5 out of 10. It had good action, but man, everything else just sucked. And that stupid bullshit move. There's no move in reality where you blow air at people and they have a heart attack. That's fucking stupid shit, man.